once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Unit 3 Magnetic Effects of Current and Magnetism for class 12th, and today we are going to determine the motion of a charged particle when it enters in a region of uniform electric field. So first of all, let us consider a uniform electric field acting along y-axis such that the charged particle having a charge q and mass m enters in this region with the velocity v such that its direction of motion is along x-axis. That means today we are going to determine what will be the path followed by this charged particle when it enters in the region of uniform electric field such that its direction of motion is perpendicular to the direction of applied field. So first of all, this uniform electric field is going to exert a force on the charged particle, and we know that the force exerted by the electric field on a charged particle is given by F is equal to QE, but this force is acting along the y-axis as the direction of electric field is also along y-axis. Therefore, we can say Fy is equal to QEY. The subscripts y are used because direction of electric field is along y-axis and the direction of experiencing force is also along y-axis. So let us mark this equation as equation number 1. And now we also know from Newton's second law of motion that force is equal to mass into acceleration. That means we can say force acting along y-axis is equal to mass into acceleration which is produced along y-axis. So Fy is equal to may. So this is our equation number 2. Hence we can equate equation number 1 and equation number 2. Therefore we are having m into ay is equal to q into ey. That means we are having acceleration produced along y-axis, that is ay is equal to QEY divided by mass of the charged particle. So this is our equation number 3. Now we have already determined the acceleration which is produced in a charged particle with the help of two equations, that is F is equal to QE and F is equal to MA. Now it is time to determine the kind of motion which is possessed by the charged particle, and we will divide its motion into two parts, that is horizontal motion which is along x-axis and the vertical motion which is along y-axis. So first of all we will talk about the horizontal motion. As charged particle is entering in the uniform electric field with v velocity and no force is acting along x-axis, that is force acting along x-axis is 0, therefore particle will keep on moving with the same velocity along the horizontal direction. That means we can apply a very simple formula, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. That is, we can say that time is equal to distance upon speed. If particle is covering x distance along x-axis with the v speed or with v velocity, then we can say t is equal to x upon v. So this is our equation number 4, and now we will talk about the vertical motion of a charged particle. If we talk about the vertical motion of a charged particle, that means initially we were having a charged particle which was moving along x-axis and it was not moving along y-axis initially. That is, initial velocity of a charged particle along y-axis, that is uy, is equal to 0 because we projected the charged particle along x-axis only, that is uy is equal to 0, but it gains an acceleration along the y-axis. Therefore now particle is accelerated along y-axis after entering the uniform electric field. Therefore its velocity is changing, that is its final velocity is not equal to the initial velocity. In order to determine the final velocity along y-axis of a charged particle, we will use an equation v is equal to u plus at, but we have to determine it along y-axis. Therefore we can write it as vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. Now Vy is equal to 0 because initial velocity of the charged particle along y-axis was 0, therefore 0 plus Ay into t. Now from equation number 3 we know that Ay is equal to Qey upon m, therefore we have Vy is equal to 0 plus Qey upon m. into t, and now in the next step we will be substituting the value of t from equation number 4. Therefore we have Vy is equal to QE upon m into x upon v. So the velocity along final velocity which is gained by the charged particle along y-axis is given by Vy is equal to QEx upon mv. So this is the fifth equation, and we have the final velocity of the charged particle along y-axis. But this equation is just giving us the velocity of a charged particle. It is not telling us anything about the path which is followed by the charged particle when it enters in the region of uniform electric field with the v velocity which is perpendicular to the direction of electric field. So in order to determine that path, first of all we need to consider the equation y is equal to ut plus half at square. This equation is taken from the equation of motion s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here the vertical distance is taken as y, therefore I have written y is equal to ut plus half at square, and I will put the subscripts, that is uy and ay, initial velocity along y-axis and acceleration produced along the y-axis. So we have y is equal to 0 plus half ay t square. Now we know the values of ay and t, therefore we have y is equal to 1 by 2, substituting the value of ay, that is QE upon m, and substituting the value of t, that is x upon v whole square. Therefore we are having y is equal to 1 by 2 QE upon m x square upon v square. Now in this equation QE, 2m and v square are all constants, therefore we can write it as y is equal to kx square, where k is the constant, that is 1 by 2 QE upon mv square. So these are the constants, therefore we have written y is equal to kx square, that is we can say y is directly proportional to x square. So this equation is quadratic equation because with the help of t, time, when we substitute the value of time, that is x upon v, we have connected horizontal motion and vertical motion together, and on connecting these two horizontal and vertical motions together, we found that y is directly proportional to x square, which is a quadratic equation, and the graph of a quadratic equation is always parabola. So from this equation it is clear that the charged particle when it enters the uniform electric field, that is when the charged particle enters in the region of uniform electric field perpendicularly, it possesses a parabolic path, that is it traces a parabolic path. That means the charged particle is going to trace a parabolic path when it will enter the region of a uniform electric field. So this parabolic path is possessed by the particle because it has two motions, that is a uniform motion along the horizontal direction and uniformly accelerated motion along the vertical direction. So the combination of these two motions help the particle to trace a parabolic path in the region of uniform electric field. So I hope you have understood this article. If yes, then do not forget to press like, subscribe and share button, and do press the bell icon in order to get the latest notifications on my videos.